Yeah. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, please type yes. Okay, can you guys hear me? Video quality is better. Okay, the sound quality not clear. All right, can hear you loud and clear. Ah, great. Okay, so okay, great. Okay, I see the audio on. Yes. All right, thank you very much. All right, so seems like it's working right now. So okay. Right. So okay. Yes. All right. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Thank you, team. Right. Okay. So welcome to the first Achievement Club meeting in 2019. Okay. So I understand from the team here. Actually, there's a mixture of the 2019 team and also 2018, which means there are some experienced Achievement student here, and okay, should I say practitioner? Okay, and also there are quite a lot of new students that's joined us for the Achievement Cup meeting this time. Okay, so first of all, welcome to the Achievement Cup. All right, okay. So so this for today actually this is a 3 hours training. So there will be anchor training. So anchor training is actually for me to share experience. Okay. So for today anchor training is more on the Achievement Feng Shui. Okay. Of course, the reason is a lot of you guys who know me know that I do a lot of Feng Shui projects. So that's why they asked me to do the Achievement Feng Shui part. All right. Okay. And of course, other than the anchor training, so we will also give you some homework. All right. Okay. But do not worry. It's a very easy type of homework. So we will guide you through the homework also. And of course, you don't need to give me an answer today. All right. The homework is for you to go back and then talk to your friend. Okay. And try to answer the homework. And then next section, and they will discuss again on the homework. Okay, so for the homework is two is the Achievement Destiny and also Achievement Forecasting. Okay, don't worry, it's a very easy homework. All right. Okay, so later I will talk more about the homework. Okay, so by the way, my name is Joe Boy. Okay, in case some of you doesn't know yet, and if you guys are interested in more on Feng Shui, I do a lot of live video sharing on Facebook. Okay, you guys can actually add me in your Facebook. My name is JY Joe Boy from Facebook. Okay, so and of course, all right. So before I start my anchor training, so I would like to explain a bit what is Achievement Feng Shui. And what's the difference between Achievement Feng Shui and classical Feng Shui? Okay, so most of the time when we study classical Feng Shui is more on the okay. Actually, there are 4 realms in the universe. This is the deity realm, which is the universe. The heaven realm, which is actually the probably is the timing, and the earth realm, which is actually the earth energy. And of course, the man realm, which is actually our personal bazi and also our personal action that we do. Okay, so in classical Feng Shui is more on dealing with the earth realm. Okay, so what it means is we are studying the qi flow from the environment. Okay, so by utilizing the qi, we can actually alter some of the opportunity that is given to us. Okay, so most of the time I use classical Feng Shui is actually to create opportunities for myself, okay, and also of course for my client, my customer, okay. So it's like what type of opportunity can you create? Actually, sometimes you can find noblemen, one of it, Okay, you can activate your peach blossom to make yourself look better, more attractive, to actually create the opportunity for you to meet the other part, or to be attracted to somebody else, or somebody else attract to you. Okay, so these are all more on classical feng shui, is the more on the earth realm. Okay, which actually utilizing the qi flow or the energy flow from the environment to help ourselves and also to help the feng shui user. Okay, so and Chiman feng shui, he also have the earth realm, which is actually the door, but it has another layer. And this layer is actually the deity. The deity layer is actually the universe realm. Okay, it's more on the spiritual realm. So how is it different? How is it different? Okay, Chiman feng shui is Chiman feng shui doesn't, not to say it doesn't really generate opportunity to us, but actually it more on it help that person become better. Okay, it helps to that person become better. Okay, using Chiman feng shui, it can determine the what is the quality of the qi that is surrounding the person. Okay, like what is the qi quality in certain sector or certain area. Okay, and this qi quality how can it help that person? Okay, most of the time Chiman feng shui is actually to improve your personal energy. Okay, so it's like if you are staying in a not so nice Chiman feng shui environment, maybe you are living in a death door with a hook or something like that, or a tortoise or a snake, then you become easily depressed. Okay, but if you are living in a live door sector with a chief or with a heaven, okay, usually your energy are more stronger, you are more positive thinking. So and so when you face any problem, you have the ability to actually go through it. Okay, so some people is like when they face problem, they feel depressed. Okay, they don't know how, they always say, oh, why it happened to me, okay, why not somebody else? All right, okay, so these are low energy. Okay, these are negative thought. So these people usually have low energy, and most of the time the feng shui they live in is the quality of the qi is not that good. Okay, there are some people is when they face problems or they face issue. Okay, they'll say, okay, bring it on. Okay, I will just tackle it and solve it step by step. Just like myself, many years ago also I was retrenched, and that time was very afraid. Okay, you don't know what to do, but I do not have that feeling of depressed. Okay, I still blame the universe for some time. Yeah, I say why me? Okay, why me? But then after that I realized that I still need to go on my life, and I have to do something about it. Okay, so it's more on when problem happen, I have to think of a solution and just do something about it. Okay, it's not like problem happen then you have to start blaming somebody, or you become depressed. Okay, you become worried. Okay, that is low energy. Okay, so Chiman feng shui can help us to bring in the high level energy, that so that our thinking is more positive, our mindset is more positive. Is we will think of a solution rather than think of problems. Okay, so and a lot of Chiman feng shui is more how do you know it's working? It's actually more on the feeling. Okay, more on feeling. So it's like sometimes when you go to a new property, okay, let's say you go for property hunting. Okay, you go to this new property, and the minute you enter the place, suddenly you just feel nice. Okay, so most probably the property has a very good Chiman feng shui. Okay, because you have the feeling of the area, the energy is very comfortable. Okay, so usually how I measure Chiman feng shui whether it is working or not is more on the feeling. Okay, so if I do Chiman feng shui for my client, my customer, usually after a while I will tell them, okay, how do you feel? Okay, after you do this type of adjustment based on Chiman feng shui, how do you feel? Okay, then most of the time they say they feel better. Okay, they feel better when they have more energy. Even their health is also better. Okay, It's like they seldom fall sick anymore, right? Because the energy is higher, and their kids, their son also suddenly become smarter in school. Okay, so these are all feeling because the energy affect us, and we become how to say okay, our energy become higher. We are actually going up the upward spiral, not the downward. So that is how Qi Feng Shui is beneficial for us. Okay, whereas the classical Feng Shui actually you can anticipate problems. You can forecast what will be the problems that is coming in. For example, if there are area with the 5 yellow, if you activate it, that will generate problems for you. Okay, so is classical feng shui is more on sometimes external things that happen to us. Sometimes also it also affect the people that live there. They become weaker. The energy level is low. Okay, so Qi Feng Shui is actually another complement to the normal classical Feng Shui. Okay, so so usually I will use all classical Feng Shui and Qi Feng Shui together. Especially when will I use Qi Feng Shui is especially if the customer request is to have the harmonious family relationship. His customer is requesting that they want a happy family life. Okay, so they want to reduce all the argument within the family. Okay, and most of the time in Chinese culture, the Eastern culture, a lot of the time customer will request us a place to put their altar. Okay, it's like the place where they pray, the place they put the altar. Then most of the Eastern people will actually have an altar at home, and they will ask where's the best place to put altar. Okay, so usually I will use Qi Feng Shui to find the best place to put the altar. Okay, by the way, where is it? All right. So you will ask me where should I put the altar? Okay, if you use Qi Feng Shui, put the altar together with chief or heaven. Okay, either one. So we see which one is more convenient. Right, chief or heaven. Okay. Okay. So again, so this Qi Feng Shui is actually there. You have the this Qi meeting. You have the mixture of new people and experienced people. So you guys can actually type your questions in the chat box. All right. I may not have time to go through every one of it, so I need all the older student, or I say experienced student. Please help me answer some of the questions. All right. If you guys are available, please help me answer some of the questions, because I have to keep on do my training for you. So sometimes I don't have enough time to look at the chat box. Okay, so you guys can actually look at ask question from the chat box, and I hope the experienced user here will actually help me answer some of the questions. Okay, guys, help me please. All right. Okay, so I see some of you is already start asking questions. There are Rita Wood here, activate nobleman peach blossom. What is that? Okay, Rita Wood, this is on classical feng shui. So classical feng shui, we can actually manipulate the qi to our advantage. Okay, we can actually use the qi to create find nobleman is actually helpful people. Okay, people that can actually give us some advice, some guide us, or become our coaches that bring us to the next level. So no, if you don't know what's nobleman, we can call it helpful people or mentor. Okay, in classical feng shui, we can actually manipulate the qi and create opportunity for us to meet helpful people, to meet mentor. All right. Okay, and of course, peach blossom is actually peach blossom is also we can in classical feng shui we can actually manipulate the qi to make ourselves more attractive. Okay, so that when it's easier for us or to create opportunity for us to meet people, so that people can like us more. All right. Okay. Now, of course, in the olden days, peach blossom is used for attraction on the opposite sex. Okay, it's like this guy, they have to find a girlfriend. Okay, they use peach blossom, or the girlfriend, the mother want to marry out the daughter, then you use the peach blossom to actually make the daughter more attractive, and then send her out to meet all the potential partners. Okay, so but in nowadays modern day, it's also very useful. We can actually activate our peach blossom so that we can increase our charismatic how to say charisma. Okay, we can increase our charisma. Okay, so when we are actually on stage, or when we meet our customer, the people will like us easier. That is actually, you can do it using the classical feng shui. Okay, whereas Qi feng shui is more about the feeling of it. Okay, although you cannot manipulate qi that create no helpful people or create attraction, but you can use the Qi feng shui to manipulate the qi to make yourself better. Your energy is higher, so you are more alert. Okay, when you are more alert and more focused, when people look at you, also they will like give you more trust. Okay, it's like your features alone is full of energy. Okay, your aura is different. Okay, when you walk out, suddenly people can see you, your growth in the growing of aura on your face. So it also become a good attraction by using Qi feng shui. Okay. Okay, Christy, your question is how can Qi feng shui increase harmonious in the family? Well, okay. So later we will talk. I'll give you more training on how to do the Qi feng shui. But basically, Qi feng shui is actually to create energy that is supportive to the person that live in the house. Okay, let's say if I can open your door at a harmony deity. Okay, usually a lot of people would like to go to your house, and because it's somehow or other, people like to gather at your house. It become a gathering place, and people are happily gather at your place. They chit chat, they enjoy the food there. Even though the food is lousy, doesn't matter. They will still enjoy the food. Okay, yeah, you just bring out a cheap wine, everybody will still enjoy it. Okay, if you have the harmony deity in, especially at your door, most of the time your household is quite harmonious. Okay, yeah, I'm lucky enough. My house that I'm staying right now, the harmony deity is actually opening at my front door. Okay, so I don't know why, but during the weekends, I have a lot of visitors. There are a lot of children that come to my house. Okay, so it's very, very chaotic because of those children, but everyone is very happy. Okay, everyone is very happy, although it's quite chaotic with a lot of children running around. Some are crawling. Okay, not everyone is running yet. Some are even crawling everywhere in the place. But it's quite chaotic, I tell you. But everyone enjoy it. Everyone enjoy it. Okay, we have no problems like packing up after they leave. Okay, because we enjoy their company. Okay, that's a feeling that Qi feng shui can do for us. If you have the harmony at your door, okay, this is what will happen to you. All right. Okay, so let me start with the Qi feng shui, the anchor training, because I think I spent quite some time just to explain what is Qi feng shui. Okay, are you guys okay? Can we start the training yet? All right. Okay, let me go through the slide. Move on, slide. Yeah, okay. Anchor training. All right, okay, so you guys can see the screen right here, right? So this will be, so we will start our anchor training. Okay, so again, those experienced users, if you guys can, please help me out to answer some of the questions on the chat box, just in case I don't have enough time to answer it. Okay, so I will start my anchor training today. Are you guys ready? Okay, hope you guys are ready. All right, okay. So today's topic is actually on the Qi Qi Feng Shui. Okay, so there are actually two parts on Qi Feng Shui. So there are actually two type of chart that we'll be using. Okay, the first one is actually we will be using the forecasting chart. Okay, forecasting chart means the current hour chart, or if you're in a Qi Academy program, then it will be the forecaster chart. Okay. So the second chart that we will use is called the Qi Feng Shui chart. Okay. So so you send them the link to download the Qi Feng Shui chart. Okay. All right. So please have a look at your chat box. Okay. JY team will actually send you a link that you can download the Qi Feng Shui chart. Okay. So please download the Qi Feng Shui chart. There are two. One is on the period 8 and the other one is on the period 7. Okay. So my training today will be on both. Okay. So you have to separate. One is the forecasting chart, and then the other one is using the Qi Feng Shui chart. Okay. So the question is when to use it, right? When to use it. So in forecasting chart is used usually on off-site. We will use off-site and also sometimes on-site. Okay. Off-site means that remote viewing. Okay. Let's say I'm sitting here doing a webinar, and then my client is actually in another country. Let's say in the US or in the let's say in the UK. Okay. Okay. Just a moment. Let me check the link. Okay, so all right, so JY team will actually send the link now. Okay, so I've checked the link, it should be okay. So when you get the link, please download the Qi Feng Shui chart. And if you have problems, please let me know in the chat box. Okay. All right, so yeah, okay, so all right, okay, so again, the forecasting chart is more on the usage is on the offsite. Okay, offsite means remote viewing, which means I'm sitting here in the office, in JY office, and I have a customer which is in the other country. Okay, for example, this is real case. I have a customer in New Zealand that is actually doing remote viewing with me. So what happened is actually I take out the forecasting chart and I can actually have a look. I'll identify what is the problems in the feng shui problems that my client is facing there. Okay, so our chart, you can do that by actually doing remote viewing, remote feng shui. Okay, most of the time it's quite difficult to fix the problem using the remote viewing, but we can actually identify the problem. Okay, so once we can identify the problem, so it's easier for the customer to actually find out how to manipulate it, okay, or how to fix it. Okay. But of course, we will still recommend feng shui consult, the real feng shui consult or the full feng shui consult on site, because only on site we can actually see more, okay, to identify the environment better. Okay. Remote viewing, we can actually identify, most of the time we can identify the problems and where the qi come from. So that is some of the things we can do. And sometimes during on-site feng shui audit, when we reach that place, we also can use the Qi forecasting chart, the Qi hour chart, to actually check what is the environment is telling us. Okay, for example, most of the time I will check what is the problems, the feng shui problem at the place. Okay, why do I use Qi chart is because sometimes as human there will be human error. Okay, sometimes when I walk around the place, I will miss out some features or something that is quite hidden that is a problem but I don't see. Okay, then I'll check the Qi chart. So Qi chart will tell me more information on it. Okay, for example, live door usually is where the source of qi coming from. Like open door will indicate an open area. Open area can also means that area where the qi gather. So it might be a qi mouth, it might be a open area we call bright hall. Okay, is where the chi gather. Okay, then Geng matter will usually tell you the problems of that place. Okay, the problems of the place. Okay, and Geng matter usually are the obvious problems. So you go to the sector, sometimes you can see what is the obvious problem. Okay. Sometimes I also check the Xing matter, which is actually indicate the not so obvious problems. Okay, so that Xing matters are problems that are hidden. So you have to go to that sector, actually try your best to dig out what is the problem. Okay. So for my case, most of the time on site, what I do is usually I check Geng and Xing, okay, because I want to know what are the problems that I don't see. All right. So the hour chart, the forecasted chart has the ability to tell us that. Okay. So there are two usage: offsite and onsite. Offsite is actually to check what is the problem, the current problem with the property. And also on-site is when I go there, I want to know what are the problems that I don't see. Okay, it's very important because sometimes we only see what we want to see. Okay, sometimes we miss out some of the important negative features that we should avoid. Okay, so the second chart that we will use is called the Qimen Feng Shui chart. So Qimen Feng Shui chart actually, okay, the Qimen Feng Shui chart follow the person that moved into that house. Okay, so there are period 8, period 9. Okay, normal Feng Shui, some of you guys are actually Feng Shui practitioners. So the difference between the classical Feng Shui and the Qimen Feng Shui is that classical Feng Shui follow the building, the first person that go into that building and stay there. Okay, the period will actually is by the first person who actually enter the buildings. Okay, the different and Qimen Feng Shui is different. Qimen Feng Shui follow the person. Okay? So if that person, that household move into that house in period 8, so you use a period 8 Feng Shui, Qimen Feng Shui chart. Okay, regardless of how old this house is. Okay, this house can be very old. Can be this house can build in the 1950s or 1960s, but it doesn't matter as long as that household, the person that moved into that house in period 8, we will use period 8 chart. Okay, so you need to understand this. Qimen Feng Shui follow the person. Okay, classical Feng Shui follow the properties or the building. Okay. All right. Okay. So there are two more things that is important for you to plot the Qimen Feng Shui chart. First of all, you need to know the facing of your unit. Okay. All right. It's not the facing of the whole building. Okay. If you live in a landed property, then it's the facing of that landed property. If you live in a high rise, if you live in a high rise, most of the time, if you are classical Feng Shui practitioner, you will have to find the facing of the whole building. Okay, but for Qimen Feng Shui, no need. Qimen Feng Shui is just the facing of your unit only. Okay, most of the time, usually is the facing of your balcony. Most of the time. Okay, so and after you know the facing of your unit, you can put the compass, the 24 mountain compass, the Feng Shui compass we have into the center of your building, of your property. Okay, center of your property, and then you check where is the door location. Okay, door, we look for the sector. Okay, it's not the door facing, it's the sector of the door. That means from the center of your house to point towards the door, which sector it is. Okay. Later, I show you some of the real cases, some example, and give you better. We will let you know better how to do it. Okay, so you have to find the door location. Okay, using the unit facing and the door location. That is how we find the Qimen Feng Shui chart. Okay, so I will guide you how to find the Qimen Feng Shui chart. So don't worry about it. Okay, so for this part, Okay, this part, the anchor training part where I explain about the forecasting chart or the feng shui chart. Okay, if you guys have any question and not very sure, please you can type it right now. If not, then I will go through. I will start my cases, okay, real cases. Okay, so if you have any question, please type it. So in the meantime, let me answer some of your questions. Okay, I have a questions from Jay. Okay, Jay asks, normal feng shui, we need to overlay our 八字. How sitting didn't crash with our 八字. Qimeng feng shui influence heavily via external form. Does Qimeng feng shui need or can be overlapped with our Qimeng destiny with that matching sector? Okay, no, Jay, first of all, how sitting didn't, okay, for normal feng shui, yes, we usually try not to find a house that is actually the house sitting crashes with our year of birth, okay, which means our grandeur. Okay, so for those of you guys who doesn't know what am I talking about, this is more on classical feng shui. For you guys who are actually feng shui practitioner, if you understand, then good. For those who doesn't understand, I'm sorry. You can actually join us for the feng shui academy or feng shui class. But anyway, I answered Jay's question first. So for point number one, yes, the house sitting preferably doesn't crash with our year of birth. Okay. Then the second question, heavily influence the external form. And actually, any feng shui also heavily influenced by external form, not only Qimeng feng shui. All feng shui also heavily influenced by external form. Okay. So number three, does Qimeng feng shui need or can be overlapped with Qimeng destiny? Actually, no need. Okay, no need. Qimeng feng shui, you don't need to overlap with your Qimeng destiny to find the best matching sector. Okay, you just need the Qimeng feng shui chart to determine where is the best sector. All right. Okay. So how to get Qimeng feng shui chart from Xiang? Okay. Two ways. Actually, we have sent out. Jerry has sent out the link for you to download the feng shui chart for period 8 and period 7. And if you actually want to have, you can buy the books. There are books on Qimeng feng shui by Datuk Jerry Yap, and inside you have all the charts. Okay, I'm using the book anyway. Okay. Okay, so I will answer some of the questions later. So I will start with the training. I'll continue with the training. Okay, so this will be the case number 1. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, so this is the case number 1. Okay, all right. So I encourage you guys to have a snap a photo of this chart first. Yeah, because I have to go through another slide so that you will miss out this chart. So snap a photo of this chart first. So this case happened in 9 March at 10 a.m. Okay, it's a real cases. Okay, real cases are all everything I'm sharing today are all real cases. Real cases that are actually done by me. Okay, are you guys ready? Have you guys snapped a photo of this chart yet? Okay, so I give you guys another, perhaps for another 15 seconds. Is it enough for you guys to snap a photo? Okay, so I drink a sip of water, so you guys please snap a photo first. Okay, so so I answer a question from A Swang. A Swang is asking if the house is 3-story, how to do Qimeng feng shui? You're asking. Actually, regardless of how many story your house is, you still have the same facing. There's only one facing. And even if you have 3 story, there's only one main door, one door or 2 door at the ground floor or the first floor. Am I right? So you just use the facing of your property and where the door sector is, and then you superimpose all the achievement function or on all 3 of this, all 3 stories. Okay, the same chart, 3 story. Okay, because you only have one door. Right? If different story, if you have maybe the second floor has another store and then the third floor has another door, then will be a different story. Okay, it might be a different achievement chart. As long as you have only one door, regardless of how many story, you still have the same chart. Okay. Okay, so are you guys ready? Have you snapped a photo of this chart already? So if yes, then I will start the anchor training. Okay, so case 1. Okay, let me give you some background information on this case. So this case happened in 9 March, 10 a.m. It's on off. It's actually off-site consult. Off-site consult, which means I'm actually in the office and my client is actually from Indonesia, and she has she just bought a property. It's a 3-story property, and she wanted to change this property, the first floor, that means the ground floor, to be a business area. Okay, my client is actually she's in the catering business, so she want to turn the ground floor into a huge kitchen. Okay, a huge kitchen to do her catering business. Okay, and then the second floor and the third floor is for her own family stay. So it's a 3-story building. So actually for this case, they have 2 doors. Okay, so but the main door is actually from the ground floor. Okay. So the question is, client would like to know if the current property is good for business and for home stay. Okay, so that's the questions. All right. Okay, so these are the hints. These are the hints that we're going to help you. So first of all, we need to understand the client needs. Oh, okay. So first of all, I ask the client a lot of questions to understand what is their needs. Okay, so basically what they want is actually they want to know whether this property is good for them to do business. At the same time, is it good for them to stay together? Okay, the lower ground floor is for them to do a business. It's a catering business, so they will have a very huge kitchen there to make a lot of food for their customers. And then the second floor and the third floor is for their family to stay in. Okay, so of course they want to know whether this property can help them to be prosperous in their business, and also whether the second floor is the third floor is a good place for them to stay in. Okay, so second thing, then I ask the customer where is the building or the property is facing. Okay, so the property is facing to the northwest sector, and also the main door is also at the northwest sector. Okay, so the hints right now is, since you know the property is facing and the door facing, you can go back to the forecasting chart and you analyze the northwest box. Okay, check the northwest box. Why? Because the main door is there. Okay, so you have to know whether any problem at the northwest box. Okay, so if northwest box and any problem, then you will tell you whether the door are able to collect qi or not. Is the environment qi able to go into that property using that main door? Okay, so northwest box is very important. It's because where the main door is located. Okay. Okay, so the solution we'll talk about it later. All right. Okay, so we go back to this chart. All right, go back to this chart. Okay, guys, what do you think? Looking at the Northwest Palace, okay, is this main door able to collect qi? Okay, please, you can type your answer in the chat box. All right, just tell me, guys. You have chief, you have assistant, you have G, earth, sing matter, and death door there. Okay. Just tell me what you see, okay? Is it a good door? Is this door opening at the right place? Is this door able to collect chi? Okay, so tell me, tell me your idea, what you see. Okay, Chloe is the first to answer. So you say no, cause is in the deaf door. Okay, so it's okay. Chloe is a good answer. Yeah, deaf door. Yes, correct. Yeah, so Chloe, May, Richard. Yeah, you guys know. So once you guys see the deaf door, is actually it's very obvious that this door is very difficult to collect chi. Okay, but is the chi quality at Northwest good? Okay, so regardless whether it can collect chi or not, is the chi quality good or not? Okay, so my second question is the chi quality good or no good? Okay, regardless whether you are able to receive chi. Okay, so studying the content inside the Northwest box, you have chief, you have assistant, you have G and sync method. Is the chi quality good or not? Oh, okay, so I've answered for Richard. Chi is good. Chi quality is good. All right. This one, I guess, is no. All right. So some more. Okay. Yeah, Richard and Graham, if you can tell me why you think it's good, please write your answer also. Sally also, if you think that why the chi is good, please write the answer. Okay, so okay, Chloe answer is cause is chief and assistant. Okay, yes, Chloe, you're right. Yeah, chief that already indicate the quality of the chi is actually quite good. Okay, by just looking at the chart, actually most of the time you only need to look at the deity and the door. Okay, of course, if you are novice Qigmen user, you're experienced Qigmen user, you can read everything. Okay, you can read everything. That would be good. So for beginner, I encourage you to only focus on two things: is the chief and is the deity and the door. Okay, so as a beginner, focus on the deity and the door first. So the deity will tell you whether the chi quality is good or not. Okay, so and the door will tell you whether, for this case, it will tell you whether this main door located at the Northwest, is it able to receive chi. Okay, so is first thing when you analyze the box, you analyze the Qigmen chart, you see a lot of things, lot of information. You have 9 boxes, right? You have 9 boxes. You have like 10 stem. You have 9 deities, 9 stem, 9 door. So it become very confusing. So break it down into small and simple information first. Okay, first of all, you want to know whether this property are able to receive the chi. So you ask questions like, where is the property facing? Where is the main door is located? So as soon as you know where is the main door located, then you go to the sector. All right. So main door is located at Northwest. So you go to the Northwest box and you study what is inside the Northwest box. Okay. So is this door able to receive chi? When you see deaf door, very high chance this door cannot receive chi. Okay. But is the chi quality good? So you look at the deity will tell you how is the chi quality. Yes, the chi quality is very good. Okay. But the problem is you cannot receive the chi. Okay. All right. Then of course, after that, you have to ask some intelligent question to your client. Okay, because you are not on site, you don't know how the property looks like. So you have to ask your client. Okay, so your question. So next, maybe your question is asked. How is the chi flow? Okay, so chi always flow from high ground to low ground. Okay, so you can ask your customer, which side of your property has a higher ground? Okay, is it in front, at the back, on the left, or on the right? Okay, so you can ask your customer these type of questions. Okay. Okay, so you can ask this type of question. So I start asking questions to my customer. I ask them because I want to know what is blocking the qi in the main door. All right, since I know the main door are unable to receive qi, so there must be some blockage. Okay, so I ask the customer, where is the higher ground? Is it on the front, back, left, or right? And my client actually tell me the higher ground actually come from the right side of the property. Okay, it's like you stand in front of a property, you're looking out, and she tell me the right side is higher than the left side. Okay, so right now I know the qi flow from the right to the left. Okay, so if the qi flow from the right to the left, certainly there is a blockage on the right side. Okay, so I ask my customer, is there anything that blocking the view of your main door to like from your main door you cannot see the higher ground of your property? So I asked this question to my client. So my client actually told me that actually the building itself, there's a protrusion on the right side. Okay, it's like this is the property. Okay, this is the property. This is my finger is the facing, and there is a protrusion at the right side of the property. Okay, so the building is protrude out from the right side, and the main door is actually in a little bit in. Okay, so that indicates there's a blockage, the blockage of the qi flow towards the door. Okay, why? Because the qi actually flow from the right to the left, and the right side is protrude out and is blocking the main door. So the main door are unable to receive qi. Okay, so by asking questions like this, we can understand what is the real problem. Okay, so okay, so actually the Chiman chart also will tell you a little bit of the problems. Okay, so like for example, you look at the northwest. If northwest is in the front, the right side will be on the north, and the left side will be on the west. Am I right? Okay, so you look at the North Palace. The North Palace have the snake and the fear door. Okay, so definitely something is not right at the north side or at the right side of the property. Okay, and you look at the left side. Left side have the heaven and the scenery door. Okay, the DE doesn't matter. You just the DE doesn't matter first. Okay, so you just look at the door and the DE. So left side have the heaven and the scenery door. So indicate the left side is not really a problem. It's actually on the right side there's a problem where you can see the fear door and the snake. Okay, fear door and the snake indicates a problem on the right side of the property. So that's why we ask intelligent questions to the customer to identify what is the problem. Okay, so this is point number one, the hints number one that what you should do. Okay, all right. So then come the second question, which is how to solve this problem. All right, how to solve this problem. So in order to solve these problems, we will have to find the source of qi or the qi mouth. Okay, where the qi come from. Okay, so usually we will look at the live door or the open door. Okay, live door or open door. Okay, so guys, please tell me, where do you think the qi come from? Okay, please type in the chat room. Tell me, where do you think the qi come from in this case? Okay, by analyzing this chart, this Chiman chart, where do you think the qi come from? All right. Are you guys still? Oh. Okay, I'm start getting answer from Sally, Boo, and Graham and May. Okay, so Sally says from southeast, Boo southeast, northeast, northeast, northeast. Richard is from northeast, behind the building. Brandon Wong. Here is southeast or northeast. Yes, great guys. Yeah, yes, okay. Yes, okay. So, all right, you guys are correct. So, looking at this chart, most of the time the chi comes from either the live door or the open door. Okay, so you guys are correct. Okay, so live door is actually at the back of the property, and the open door is actually on the right side of the property. Okay, all right. Yes, Alessia is correct. Northeast and southeast is correct. Yes, correct. So then, to confirm, you need to ask your customer questions, right? Because since you are not on site, although you know the southeast and northeast is where the chi come from, you still have to make confirmation with your customer. So I will. So actually, I start asking question is like, okay. So do you see a higher ground at the back and on the right side of your property? Do you see? Yeah. Then my client actually tell me, yes, at the back of a property is actually a higher ground, but it's actually facing to another house. So the house is built on a higher ground compared to her building, to her property. Okay. Then okay, since it's a higher ground, that means there are chi coming in from the higher ground. Okay, but the problem is actually blocked by the house right behind. Okay, all right. So how do you see it? You see the sink matter there? Yeah, the sink matter will tell you there is a hidden problems. Okay, so there's a hidden problems. So you have to identify what is the hidden problem. So by asking question to your customer, then you understand the hidden problem is actually the chi flow is blocked by the house that is right behind the client, the customer, the client property. Okay, and then I asked, how about on the right side on the northeast sector? Then my client told me, oh, at the northeast sector there is open ground. Okay, there's open ground. So open ground means good. Why? Because the chi can actually gather at the open ground. So I asked, do you see any junction or intersection in anywhere in the northeast? Then she said, yes, further up the open ground, there is actually the guardhouse. The guardhouse is the only entrance to go into that property. It's a gated and guarded property, where it's actually a luxurious type of property where the place is all you have a surrounding wall that gate the property, and you only have one guard house. Then the guard will actually guard the surrounding property. Okay, so there's only one entrance from the guard house, and it's actually coming in from the northeast sector. So by asking these type of questions, I know that most of the chi are able to come in from the northeast, and there is an open ground. Open ground, that means there is a very big, there is a bright hall. Bright hall indicate an area where the chi can actually contain, or the chi can collect. Okay, so which is actually a good features, right? So yes, I saw your question, Graham. You're asking me, how about the keng, right? Yes, I see the keng matter there. Keng matter also indicate obvious problem. Am I right? Obvious problem. So my next question to my customer, is there any pillar or any object that is made from metal? Why metal? Because keng metal is a metal. So most of the time it's an object made from metal. Most of the time, not always, but 70-80% of the time is an object made of metal. Usually when you see keng metal is definitely is a sa chi. So most of the time sa chi are either pillar or a lamp post or a pylon, this type of sa chi. Okay, so I asked the question to my customer, do you see any pillar that are probably made from metal or at the northeast sector? Okay, so and my client actually checked. Okay, my client checked because obviously she's not a trained feng shui practitioner, so she doesn't know how to identify all this. But my client will straight away go and check, okay? And yes, then she tell me, yes, there is a lamppost. There is a lamppost at the northeast sector, okay? So right now I know most of the chi are able to come in from the northeast. But there is a problem. The problem is the lamppost, okay? The problem is the lamppost. So then you know what is the problem. So you have to find a solution to advise your customer, of course. So what I did is actually I asked, okay, is it possible for you to request the authority to remove the lamppost or move it to another place? And of course, my client is from Indonesia, and she's living in since you know it's a gated guarded place, so it's quite a luxurious place. So meaning she's a business person. So in Indonesia, there are a lot of things that can be settled using money. Okay, so I asked her, is it possible for you to move the lamppost to another place? And of course, she is my client is a lady. Of course, she said, yes, it's possible. You just have to go through the town council and ask them to remove it. And most of the time, money can solve this problem. So So I asked advisor, okay, please remove the lamppost. Then it will solve that problem. Okay. So the next question is, how do you receive the chi? How are you going to receive the chi from the northeast sector? Okay, that will be the next problem. So I asked her, at the northeast sector of your house, are you able to open a door? Okay, opening a door at the northeast sector of the house can actually straight away receive the chi from the open ground and also the chi from the coming in from the intersection of the guardhouse. Normally, the intersection from the guardhouse is also known as the chi mouth. Chi mouth is actually where the chi will actually enter the neighborhood, and they will gather at the open ground right in front, not in front, at the side of my client's house. So if you open the door to receive the chi straight away from that place, then you can receive like most of the chi in the neighborhood. Okay, so I asked my client, is it possible to open a door at the northeast sector? Well, of course, again, in Indonesia, everything is possible. So then, of course, you say, yes, it's possible. Okay, so the next question is, which sector of northeast should she open the door, right? Okay, so for this question, I have to use the Chimen Feng Shui chart. Chimen Feng Shui chart to answer this question. Okay, guys. So you guys have downloaded the Chimen Feng Shui chart, right? So please open the period 8 Chimen Feng Shui chart. Why period 8? Because this is a new property. My client haven't moved in yet. So the current period will be period 8. Okay. So open your period 8 chart. Open your period 8 chart. Try to find the chart that is facing to the northwest. Facing to the northwest. Okay. And try to find there's only two charts. One chart is facing northwest, door open at northeast 1. Okay, door sector northeast 1 facing to northwest. Then the second chart is door facing northwest. No, sorry, building facing northwest, door sector at northeast 2 or northeast 3. Okay, there's only two charts. Okay, so I will give you guys about 5 minutes. I go for a toilet breaks to actually find the chart, and then we will talk about the Chimen Feng Shui chart. Okay, guys. Okay, so 5 minutes break. Okay, I think only 5 minutes. My toilet break maybe 2 to 3 minutes should be all right. Okay, so I'll see you guys back in 5 minutes. Okay, you guys take this time to find the chart. All right, find the chart. Okay, as soon as you are able to locate the chart, please type yes in the chat box. Okay, please type yes in the chat box. Okay, I see some of your questions here. Some guys are still not sure what chart to find. Okay, so all right, I'll type in the chat box to help you guys. Chart 1, northwest facing, door at northeast 2 or northeast 3. Okay, chart 2, northwest facing, door at northeast 1. Okay. Great. Graham has found a chart. All right. Got a few. Okay, Melanie, there's two chart. There's only two chart. It's either facing and it's either door location at northeast 2 or 3 or door location at northeast 1. So there's only two chart. Okay. Okay, so I got a few yes. All right, great. Okay. Okay, guys, I will show you the chart right now. See whether you're finding the right chart. Okay, so guys, this is the chart. Okay, this is the chart. Okay, this is the full chart that you can get it from the book, but the copy that you have is actually a simplified version where you only have the door and the deity. Okay, door and deity. All right. So don't worry. Most of the time we only use door and deity anyway. Okay. But if you guys like to have the full chart, you can buy the books. Actually, copy it from the book. Okay, so please check. Is this the chart that you guys are getting? Right? Yes. Okay. So how do you see? Okay. Okay. Please look at my mouse pointer. So first of all, you need to find the house facing. So the house facing is actually northwest. Then you have to find the door location, whether it's northeast 2 or northeast 1, northeast 2 or northeast 3. Okay. Again, house face the chart number 2, house facing to northwest sector, not northwest, northwest direction, and the door facing. This is not door facing, it's door location. Okay, the door location and north. Anyone has problem finding the chart? Anyone has problem? This type it here. Okay. I hope no one. Well, okay. Everyone is Sally, Valerie, Alexia, Sally, Richard, Quailing, Graham. Yeah, it's all Maria. Okay. So you guys have found a chart. Great. Okay. It's easy, right? Okay. So right now, tell me, where should I open the door? Which door location should I open? Will give you a better chart. Is it northeast 1 or northeast 2, northeast 3? Okay. Which, if you are the feng shui consultant like me, where do you think you will advise your customer to open the door? Okay, Melanie Chan, you don't understand. Okay, can you explain what is it that you don't understand so that I can explain again? Yeah, just the word don't understand. I also don't understand what you don't understand. Okay, please please elaborate what is exactly you don't understand so I can help you out. Okay. Great. Yes, I am see answer coming in from Boo. Northeast 1, Richard, Northeast 1, Graham, Northeast 1, Charlene, Northeast 1, Valerie, Northeast 1. Yes. Esther is Northeast 1. Yes. So you guys are very smart. All right. Why? The reason actually, okay, what's the reason of Northeast 1? Okay. So the reason you look at the Northeast box. look at the Northeast Palace, okay? Compare the door and the deity and the door between these two charts at the Northeast Palace. Compare it. Which one is a better door? Which one is okay? As you can see, the deity are the same. The deity are the same, so you are actually comparing the door. Okay, compare the door. Which one is better? I found a future. Just now can't see your pointer. Okay, Melanie, find the chart where the house is facing northwest. Okay, I type for you. Chart. Yeah, I type in for you. Chart 1. House facing northwest. Door location at northeast 2 or northeast 3. Okay. Okay, Melanie. For the first chart, you find the house facing in northwest and the door location at northeast 2 or northeast 3. Okay. For chart 2, house facing northwest, door location at northeast 1. Okay. So Melanie, find the chart where the house facing is northwest. House facing northwest. Door location at northeast 1. Okay. Okay. So if you get it, please let me know. If you don't get it, also please let me know. Okay. I need to make sure everyone understand. Okay. All right, great. So I have some answer here. Northeast 1 door is better. Okay. Boo say Ham door is better for sales, which is also correct. Okay. So Jonah say Northeast door is better. Sally also say Northeast 1 better, become Ham door good for sales. Well, yes. Nicholas hit the point. Ham door is better than left door, especially in terms of if you have a business premise there. Yeah. Okay, Melanie, you got the chart right. Okay, great. Great, you got the chart. All right. Okay, so most of you have answered the correct answer. All right. Just comparing the door, deaf door, harm door. Okay, obviously deaf door you can't receive chi. So and harm door you are able to receive chi and it's good for sales. Okay, and my customer actually have the ground floor to become a business premise. So it's very important for her to have more sales, right? So definitely Northeast 1 door is better. Okay. So you guys are actually very, very smart, okay? So I think after this training, most of you guys are able to actually do the achievement feng shui already, okay? All right, so this is actually case 1, okay? Before I move on to cases number 2, do you guys have any questions at all for this case? Okay, any question at all? For this case only, okay? For this case only. Okay, May, you can only pick up Northeast 1, 2, or 3. But Northeast 1, 2, or 3. Okay, May, are you able to get this chart first? Are you able to get this chart? Okay, May. Okay, May, I'll repeat for you. Slowly, I'll repeat for you. Okay, so I assume that you are able to get this chart. Okay, so you have a choice right now. Right now, my customer has a choice whether to open a door at Northeast 1 or open a door at Northeast 2 or 3. Okay, so these are the two charts. One chart. Okay, look. Can you see my cursor, the mouse cursor? Yeah, mouse cursor. Mouse cursor, okay. So you go to the door location. This is Northeast 2, Northeast 3. So this will be the chart for if you open the door at Northeast 2 and Northeast 3. Okay, this will be the chart. So this will be the chart if you open a door at Northeast 1. Okay. You have any problem understanding this? Okay. Okay, May, if any problem understanding how to get the chart from the door sector, okay, cannot see my cursor. I see. Okay, so there is a chart on the left and on the right side. If you are looking at the monitor, the chart on the left indicate the chart if you open a door at Northeast 2 or Northeast 3. Okay. Can you guys see the chart on the left is if you open a door at Northeast 2 and Northeast 3. And the chart on your right side, if you're looking at the monitor, the chart on your right side is the chart if you open a door at Northeast 1. Okay. Any problem with this? Okay. So, okay, May, you can get the chart good. Okay. So, okay, very good question from Alan. Very good question from Alan. Okay. To measure the building facing of a landed property, do we stand in front of the building or center of the building? Okay. The real answer is in front of the building. Okay. In front of the building to get the house facing. Okay. House facing. Then you put the chart, you superimpose the compass, the 24 mountain compass at the center of the property. But when you measure, you go in front of your house to measure. Okay, so yes, May can see the chart. So from these two charts, one chart on the left is actually if you open a door at the Northeast or Northeast 2 or Northeast 3 sector. The chart on the right is if you open a door at Northeast 1. Okay, so all you need to do is zoom down to the Northeast box. Both chart, go to look at the Northeast door. Look at the door. What is the door and what is the deity inside the Northeast box? Okay, look at it. Okay, the chart on the left side, where you open the door at the Northeast 2 or Northeast 2, you will have a death door and the moon deity. Okay. For the chart on the right side, if you open a door at the Northeast 1, then you will have a harm door with a moon deity. Okay, so you compare these two, death door, moon deity, and harm door, moon deity. So which one is better for business for business unit? Okay, so comparing death door and harm door, most of the time harm door is still better than death door. Why? Death door indicate that death door indicate that the qi is stagnant or you can't receive the qi. Harm door indicate that you can receive the qi, and it's also good for sales and marketing. Okay, so for business premise, you open the door at Northeast 1, you are able to receive qi that actually can help you benefit in terms of sales. Okay. Okay. Any problem with this explanation? Okay. So if you guys still have any question, please type it now. Okay, May, got it. Thanks. All right, good. Okay, so anyone still unable to get it, so please let me know. Okay, Jason question, is there a situation where we want to choose a door location with depth door? Normally no, okay? Normally no, unless you are doing yin feng shui, okay? If you are doing feng shui for tombstone, maybe. But any feng shui project for the living, no, okay? Okay, Kim, your questions. My apartment is period 7. I lived there for a few years and moved back only in 2018. Is this considered period 8 based on Chimen Feng Shui? Based on Chimen Feng Shui, yes. You move out for 3 months, then you move back, is still then you consider the move back date, okay? As long as you move out for 3 months and more than 3 months, then you only consider when you move back, the date when you move back. So it's still period 8, okay? All right, Graham, does it make any difference that the depth door plate palace seem to have more positive structure? Just ignore all the positive structure first, okay? So the door itself already tell you that the quality of chi that you receive is not actually very, very good quality. So we will not open a door. Again, I will not open a door for any building at the depth door, okay? So in the beginner, please only look at the door and the deity first. Okay, the structure you can ignore all the structure. Okay. Okay, Ace Wong, if already stay in the property, how to change the Chimen Feng Shui? Okay, in one of my case study, there is a way of changing the Chimen Feng Shui. Okay, so I think I have to go slightly faster so that I can cover that. Okay, so Ace, please wait for it. Okay, Gary asked for Chimen Feng Shui. What's the difference between Northwest 1 and Northwest 2, Northwest 3 chart? I noticed the position of the deity door are the same, but the numbers are different only. What do you mean by Northwest 1, Northwest 2, Northwest 3 chart? Okay, so this chart is Northeast 1, Northeast 2, and Northeast 3. Okay, Northwest is only the facing, Gary. It's only the facing. The chart that in this example is the door location is at Northeast 1, Northeast 2, and Northeast 3. Okay? So I'm not so sure what chart you're getting. Okay, so I think most of you understand the first case. So I will go on to the second case. Okay. Okay, second case. Okay, please get a photo of this chart. Okay, second case from the photo you said. You check. Okay, so this case happened in 16 March 2019 at 12 p.m. Okay, so 16 March 2019, 12 p.m. Okay, please take a snap. Okay, you guys I give you guys about 15 seconds to snap a photo for this chart. Is it okay? Okay, so since there are quite a number of questions coming in, I feel that I need to. Okay, questions from YL. If the property has a big lamppost and tree, but the property has got pure ground activation and also combo 10 on all sector, does the Sachi be neutralized? The answer is no. The Sachi is still there. Okay, so you still need to find a way to block the Sachi. Okay, the whatever pure Gua combo 10 is all external, is internal chi quality. Okay, so it will still be affected by the Sachi that is external. All right, so it will not neutralize the Sachi. Okay, you will still need to find a way to block the Sachi. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks, Graham. Okay. Thanks. Sorry, Gary. I'm so sorry. I'm not so sure what's happened to your question. So thank you very much, Graham, for help me answering Gary. Okay. So I will go on to the case number 2. Okay. So I'll give you some background information. Okay. So my client has she has actually viewed on 6 property. Okay, she has gone to property shopping and she actually look at a lot of property and she liked these 6 property. Okay, so and of course what she want to do is that we want me to do achievement forecasting using the hour chart for her. Which among these 6 property, which one is the best? Okay, which one is the best? Okay, so all right, for this case, a lot of people has problems. How do you find these 6 property? Okay, where do you find these 6 property? Am I right? Okay. All right. So for this case, I'm using the Lawshu chart, okay, or I call it the Lawshu path, okay. So take a photo of this Lawshu chart also, and try to remember how the numbers are placed, okay. Why? Because this number will tell you how to identify which property using this number, okay. Okay, guys, have you taken up this number? Okay, so remember this number, all right? So we will go back to the forecasting chart, all right? Forecasting chart, okay. So how do we deal with this, okay? So of course I have to tell my client, okay, you have to identify the property based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yourself, okay? You yourself have to know which property is number 1, which property number 2, which is number 3, number 4, and then number 5, and number 6, okay? So then I tell her, then how do you know which is property number 1, okay? Property number 1, I will use the hour pillar, the current hour, okay? So looking at the chart right now, the current hour is the Bing fire, is the Bing, okay? So I will look, where is the Bing? The Bing actually located at the southwest box, am I right? Southwest box. So looking at the southwest box, this will be the reference point for property number 1, okay? Property number 1. So looking at the southwest box, looking at the deity, the star, the stem, the structure, the door, okay. Guys, tell me, what do you think about this property? Is it a good property? Okay. And if you say it's a good property, just tell me why. If you say it's not a good property, also tell me why, all right? Okay, guys, have a look at the southwest box. This will represent the first property, okay? What is inside this southwest box? The deity, the star, the stand, the door. Is it a good property? Okay, from this alone, from the information on the southwest box alone, is it a good property? All right. Okay, I have a first answer from Boo. He says a good property. Okay, please, yeah, tell me why it's a good property. Okay, why do you think it's a good property? All right. Good with scenery door, yes. Scenery door is good. Yes. Anything else? So, any one of you would think that this is not a good property? Okay, Sally say looks good. Scenery door, yes. Scenery door is good. Not Graham, not bad. Ambassador Star, scenery door being fire, yes. Yes. It's all you have the good stamp there. You have a good door. You have a good star. Huh? May, yes. Scenery door, yes. Good, good, good. For living scenery, good for family living. Okay, yes, yes. Oh, good. Yeah, I know, Valerie. I know it's good. Okay, why do you think it's good? Stem Fanyin doesn't matter, okay? Doesn't matter. I just want to know whether it's a good property or not. Fuyin, Fayin doesn't matter, all right? Not bad can be better, all right? I agree. But hook is not so good. Yes, you are correct. Hook is not so good. So overall, okay, overall the property are quite good except for hook. Okay, so we just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind, okay. So how about the second property? Second property. How do you reference the second property? Okay, so next we will go back to the lawsuit part. Okay, so just now the first property at Southwest Palace is number 2. Am I right? It's number 2. Okay, so the next property, which is property number 2, where do you think you should, which palace do you think you should do it as a reference? Okay, which palace should be the reference? Okay, guys, which palace do you think is the reference for the property number 2? Okay, I repeat, if property number 1 is at the Southwest Palace, which correspond to number 2, then property number 2, which palace it should be? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I answer your questions. Okay. Valerie has asked why I choose Southwest for property number 1. Okay, because the current hour chart, the hour box, which is the outcome box, is actually at the Southwest. Okay, so the outcome box, I use it as the property number 1, which is the outcome box, which is the hour box. The hour box. Okay, Valerie, the hour box, which is the Bing fire located at Southwest. Okay, so is okay. Most of you answer is. You guys are very smart, all right? Yeah, you guys are one of the smartest people I've teach. Okay, yes, you are correct. So the second property after number 2, we go to number 3. Very, very obvious. Okay. All right. So we go back to this chart. So look at the east box. Looks at the east palace. Okay. What do you think? Is this property a good property? What do you think? Just tell me what you think. Would you recommend property number 2 to your customer? Yeah, property number 2 at the east palace. East box. Look at the east box. What are the deities? What are the stars? What are the stamps? What is the door? Is this a good property that you would recommend to your client? Boo answer not very good. Okay. A bit doggy. Graham also answer not that good. Okay. Can you help explain to the other user why is it not good? Sally also answered no. David also answer no. Okay, snake dating not so good. Okay, I agree, Jonah. Yes, snake dating not so good. Anything live door, but snake and pillar no. Yes, Richard, you are correct. Okay, although you have live door, but the snake is not that good, right? Green and snake are not that good. Okay, okay. Not Francis say not as good as property number one. Yes, I agree. I will rank property number one better than property number two. Okay. Melanie, you are right also. Yeah, I also like the live dog, but the snake is a no-no. Okay. So yeah, the pillar has some sort of okay, Richard. No. Who say okay? May say pillar has some form of destruction, and Deity snake is no good. Okay, you are correct. May is also correct. DE come in the way. Yes. What does DE indicate, Valerie? What do you think? Not available due to DE. Yes, Jay, you are correct. So it's also very difficult for my client to purchase this property due to DE. Okay. Yeah, bull, pillar, means argument. Yes, also correct. Good one, Graham. Unless you want to do a bit of black magic, all right. That's a good one. Esther, pillar obstruction. Snake no good, but live door thing is good. Yes, I also agree. Well, Esther, you also miss out on a gung. Gung also no good. It's a big no-no. Alright, Valerie is got thing in this is good, but the gung is a big no-no for me. Okay, Melanie, what does DE mean? DE means that most probably my client are unable to purchase this property. Okay, most probably. Is way maybe it's too expensive or too expensive for my client, or he just she's unable to get this property. That's what DE means. Okay, not available. All right. Okay, great guys. I think you guys are very smart into it. Well, while you're too fast, okay, we have to go one by one. All right, we have to go one by one. Okay, all right. Next, where should property number property number three be? Which palace do you want to use it as a reference for property number three? Okay. All right, tell me property number three. Which palace do you want to use it? Okay, guys. Property number three. Which palace are you using as a reference? Okay, Richard has answered Southeast Palace. Yes, you are correct, Richard. Boo also answered Southeast. Graham answered Southeast. Anyone that doesn't understand why they choose Southeast, okay, please ask in the chat box. Anyone doesn't understand why? Great, a lot of you are getting the idea. Why are we choosing Southeast? Okay, Southeast. Okay, Southeast. Yes, great. Okay, so I will explain again to the newcomer why we choose Southeast. Okay, you see, property number one at Southwest refer to lawsuit number two. Refer to the number two. Property number two, we will choose East because it refers to number three. So property number three, obviously we will choose the following number, which is 4. 4 is actually located as Southeast. That is why we use Southeast box to represent property number 3. Okay. All right, guys, what do you think? Property number 3, is it a good property? If you guys say good, please tell me why is it good. If you guys say no good, please tell me why is it no good. Okay, come on, I'm waiting. Southeast, moon, harm, but depends on the purpose of property too. Okay. Stressful house, no good. All right, Melanie, yes, yes, stressful house, okay. Not bad, but harm door might cause some issue, okay. Moon can also be a mixed bag, okay, hidden stuff, right? Okay. Well, actually, moon is good for knowledge and information. If you are study, then it's good. Okay. Yeah, harm door is quite stressful because probably you have to chase sales. Yeah, actually, no good. Feel stress. All right. No good. Gui and Sing. Yes. Esther, you are right. Also, I don't like the Gui and Sing. Also, okay. Both are trap. Okay. Both Gui and Sing indicate there's a trap. Okay. So I don't like the Gui and Sing also. So what else? Better than property number 2. Rent second. All right. Okay. Okay, so harm dog, guishing, no, depend on what. For home, stressful environment, better than snake. Okay, boo, okay, agree. Good for someone who use their knowledge moon to do sales, but kind-hearted. Okay, yeah. All right, Gary is correct also. Yeah. Okay. Harm dog spend money. Yes. Okay. Correct. Southeast because harm for sales, but hidden issue because back of harm. Okay. Seeing. All right. All right, guys. If you guys need to choose when out of the 6 property, will this be one of the property that you would recommend your client? Right? Just yes or no. Right? Okay, so I tell you what I think. Okay. For me personally, I don't like the gray and the sin. Okay, it indicates some trap. So it also indicates some hidden problems of inside the property. So for me, it's still a no for my client. So far, 3 property out of the 3 property, the first one's still the best. Am I right? Yep. Okay, I think you guys still agree with me. The first one's still the best. All right, how about the fourth property? The fourth property. How do you find the fourth property? Jay, I like your answer. Get the first one fast before it's sold out. Yeah, I like your answer, Jay. Okay, so for the fourth property, which box do you refer? Okay, this is a bit tricky, I know. Yes, Boo, you are correct. Hotstar there indicate is selling like hotcakes. A lot of people wanted this property. It's true. Okay, Graham say middle. Yeah. Yes, it's in the middle. So how? Where then there's nothing in the middle, Graham. So where would you reference the middle box? Great, Alan, you are correct. The Northeast Palace. Jay is correct, the Northeast Palace. Jonah, sorry, no, the answer is Northeast. Charlie, no, the answer is Northeast. Yes, Northeast. Okay. So you guys want to know why, right? Okay. Since the fourth property correspond to the lawsuit number 5, which is actually the center box. So we look at what is the stamp at the center box. Okay, the stamp there indicate rainwater. So where is the rainwater? Rainwater happen to be in the Northeast Palace. Okay, So Northeast Palace will be the reference for property number 4, right? Okay, I repeat. So property number 4 will follow the lawsuit path. Property number 4 will correspond to the lawsuit number 5, which is actually at the center. Okay, and at the center there is nothing at the center except for the run. So we will check where is the run at in the Chiman chart. So the run happened to be in the Southeast Palace. Okay, and okay, most of the time we will reference the stem on top, not the stem below. Okay, stem on top. So the stem on top will be at the run at the Northeast Palace. Okay, got it? Yeah, great, guys. Okay, so guys, what do you think? This property, Northeast Palace, is this a good property? Is this a good property? Have a look. What do you get? What do you think? Huh? Guys, what do you think? Northeast Palace, what do you think? Is this a good property? Richard, yes. Rest door, chief, bird, Bing. You will choose this property, but the deed. Well, Richard, I agree with you. Okay. So far, don't you guys think that this is the best property? Okay. All right, Jay, I agree. Yes, so far this is the best property, but because it's at DE, so there is a chances of quite tough to buy this property. But in terms, if your customer just want to know which is the best property that she can focus on, would you recommend this property to her? Right? Graham say yes, best so far. Yes. All right. I think most of you guys can get the idea. All right, can get the idea. So far, don't you guys think that so far this is the best property that out of all the property that we have looked for, this is the best property? Okay. Yes, but there's a DE there, right? Okay, DE, what does DE mean? DE indicate probably is very difficult for my client to actually purchase this property, okay? So what is the reason? Okay, you can see the chief is there. So definitely one of the reason is it's too expensive because chief indicate expensive. Chief also indicate luxurious, okay? So you see the GF also indicate money issue or not enough budget. Okay, so all this tell me that it's difficult for my client to purchase is because the asking price is too expensive for her. Okay, yes, Esther, you are correct. This property is the best so far, but indeed probably is too expensive for my client. Okay, all right. Okay, so I leave you guys to answer for the property number 5 and number 6. And then you don't need to tell me whether it's a good or bad. Just tell me if you, out of these 6 property, if you need to choose 2, which one will you choose? Okay, just tell me the number, all right? Okay, so I give you guys about 5 minutes. I'll go to the washroom and have a sip of water. And I'll come back in 5 minutes and let's see how you guys answer. Out of 6 property, which 2 would you choose? All right, guys. Let's see what property you guys are choosing. Okay, Esther answer 1 and 4 options. So Sally choose 5 and 1. Alan choose 1 and 4. Melanie choose 5 and 6. North and southwest. Well, Valerie, since where do you get the north? I don't think north is involved. Okay, Melanie, okay, you are looking at the wrong place. Graham is right. So for the next property number 5, we will look at where the lawsuit number 6 is. Okay. Okay, so this is my answer. Anyway, I go back to the previous slide first. Okay, so this is my answer. Okay, you see, property number 4 is in the center. Then we look at run. So property number 5 we will reference to number 6. So 6 is actually at the northwest, and property number 6 will reference to 7, which is at the west. Okay. Okay, guys. Graham is right. You should look at northwest and west for property number 5 and number 6. Okay, so this is my answer. Okay, so guys, this is my answer. So this is what I tell my customer. Okay, for choose property number 1 and property number 4 is still the best. And if which one is better, okay? So of course the best is still property number 4, but because DE is there, we indicate it may not be able to purchase it. So my client can focus more on property number 1. That is my answer to my client. Okay. Any problems for this? Okay, Rita is correct. Property number 5 is northwest. Property number 6 is west. Yes. Okay, Kuai-Ling, yes. Property number 1. Okay. Thank you. And okay, Nicholas, 5 is northwest, 6 is west. Okay, we follow the lawsuit number. Okay, we follow the lawsuit number. Okay, Alessia, property number 4 and 1. Yes, that's my choice also. May 1 and 5. No, my choice is 1 and 4. So our outcome is correct. Yes, Rita is correct. Okay. Until this point, okay, almost 1 month has passed. 1 month has passed. My client is on negotiation for the property number 1 and property number 4. But property number 4 is like a dead end, which means she has still made an offer, but there is no reply. So the owner or the sales agent has not interested in her offer. And property number 4 is actually on negotiation right now. Okay. Property number 1 is on negotiation right now. Property number 4, she has made an offer, but there's no reply. Okay. Okay, Okay, Francis asks again, why 4 is better? Okay, you have a good deity, which is the chief. So you have a good star, which is the bird. Green is also okay. You have a good door, which is the rest door. Okay. You also have a pink fire there, which is the positive type of stem. Okay, and you also have a dragon return formation there. So is one of the best property. Okay, property number one is also good. The only problem is the hook. Okay, the only problem is the hook. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that probably there is some very old stuff there in that property that might have some very old entity. Okay, very old entity. It may not be harmful. It may not be harmful, but it's there. It's there. Okay, so that is the only problem with hook. Okay, it might be a very old entity. It might be a okay. Okay, so all right, guys. I've less than an hour left, so I have to go to the next case. Okay, are you guys enjoying this? Okay, next case. Okay, probably I'll skip this. I'll show you case number. Okay, this is the next case. Okay, case number 3. Okay, case number 3. Okay, so this one comes with a layout plan. All right, so please snap a photo of this layout plans. Okay, actually no need. I just do. Okay, so for this case, you have to plot the achievement chart. You have to plot the achievement chart. Okay, so what achievement chart are you plotting? Plot achievement chart with a north facing and the north one door. Okay. Blank screen. Okay. All right, guys. I'll give you a hint. Achievement chart. Achievement chart. Period 8. Look for north facing with north one door. Okay. Try to open your achievement chart. Period 8. North facing north one door. Okay. Period 8. Yeah, yeah, house plan very blur. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Okay, can you guys find the chart, the achievement chart? Okay, so I'll show you the achievement chart here. So this will be the achievement chart. House facing north, door location at north 1. Okay, door location at north 1. Okay. Okay, guys. Right now the main door is actually at the north 1 sector. So north 1, what do you think? Is this a good door? Yes. Wow, so fast. Well, Boo, yes. Graham, yes. This is a good door. Enter with chief and scenery, yes. Ambassador with Boo, yes. So is this a good door? Right. Anyone have objection that this is not a good door? Right, I think it's okay. Good, yes. All right. Okay, so the next question is, okay, so this place has 3 rooms. This house has 3 rooms. The one room at the front, which is at the north sector. Then next to the north sector, at the northeast sector, has another room, and another room at the south sector. Okay, 3 rooms. Okay. North, northeast, and south. Right, 3 rooms: north, northeast, and south. Okay, so based on this Chiman Feng Shui chart, where do you think is the best room for staying, for living? Best room for sleeping? Where is the best room for sleeping? Well, okay, Graham has asked Wu and Geng, any issue? Well, yes. The Geng there will indicate actually there might be something external. Okay, so yes, just check what is the external and try to remove it. Okay. South for bedroom, south. North, south for sleeping because of rest door, south rest door. Yes, right. North, you have scenery door. Okay, so yes, no rest door. Northeast room, no good. Yeah, okay, correct. Yeah. Okay, so most of you guys, I think most of you guys are already very good at this. Yes, I will also choose the South Palace. Reason being is because of the rest door. Okay, rest door is very good for sleeping. So and rest door is very good for family. Also very good for relationship. So I will choose the South room as the room for sleeping. Okay, south room for room as a sleeping room. Okay. Okay, so how about place to work or place to study? Okay, let's start with work. Okay, if this client has want to build a study table for himself to work. Okay, let's say my client is work from home. Okay, which room do you think is the best room for him to work? Okay, is it the north or the northeast or the south? But south is already used as the place to sleep. So you only have north room and northeast room left. Okay, so what do you guys think? Which room will you choose? What about Sing? Don't forget about it. Okay, so Valerie has asked, what about Sing? Okay, so you can't have the perfect room. Okay, there might be some problems here and there. Okay, so focus on the door and the DT. Okay, as long as the door and the DT are good, usually the room will not be too bad. Okay, so the rest of the thing, the stamp, everything. If you are how to say, if you are a Chiman practitioner, then you can actually understand more on what the Sing means, what Ting means, what the Ji Earth means. So you can actually give your story to this room, okay? But if you need to choose a room, just focus more on the door and the DT, Okay, door deity is the it will give you the most impact for Qi Feng Shui. Okay, so most of you has chosen the north room. All right, good. North has chief and ambassador. Okay, west for business. Okay, work at southwest kitchen. Okay, yes. Most of you has actually got it right. Okay, so in terms of room, I myself might also will choose the north room for my client to as a work room. Okay, some of you might also ask, how about southwest? Okay, well, look at the plan. Southwest is actually a corridor, so it's quite impossible to actually walk in the corridor. So unfortunately, southwest is a corridor, so we are unable to do the corridor. Okay, so I will still choose the north room because it's more logical to be in the north sector. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, so for beginners, don't worry about all the stamps or the stars. Okay, just focus on the door and the deity. As long as it's a good door or a good deity, you can actually use that space. All right, okay. The rest of the things are distraction. Right? Honestly, you can't have everything good in one room. So there are some pros and cons. So just choose the best place to do for sleeping, for working, based on the door and the deity. Okay. All right. Next, how about study? Where do you think is the best place to study? Okay. Where do you think? Okay. Okay. Tips, hints for you guys. It not necessarily be the bedroom. Okay. It not necessarily be the bedroom. Can be anywhere. Okay. Where do you think should be the best place to study? Okay, in terms of study, what deities or what door will you use? Or what stamp? Not stamp, or what star? Okay, in terms of study, where do you think is the best sector? Delusion door, okay, delusion door is one of it. Anything else? Northwest or Dadi, northwest for delusion door, study, northwest of east, assistant star, Graham. All right, good. All right, I think most of you got it right. It's either northwest or east. Why? Because northwest has a delusion door. It's good for cultivation. Northeast has the assistant and the moon, which is very good for study. Let's see at the chart, the plan here. So where is the northwest? Northwest is actually the living and the dining. East is actually located, half of it is located at the bedroom and another half is located at the external. So, okay. So from this chart, northwest and east, which one do you think is more possible? More possible. Okay. Actually, you guys are very, very smart already. You have most of the answer. Huh? Okay. Yes, correct, Nicholas. East sector has the assistant and moon, and northwest has the delusion door. Okay. So looking at the house plan, east and northwest, which one do you think has a better place for study? Northwest, Graham, Boo, Northwest, yes. Peter, yes. Assistant star also for good for study. Northwest, yes. East, I Valerie choose east. Okay. Dining room, yes. Francis, dining room, good. Sally choose east, yes. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Basically, just by looking at the achievement chart, I would choose East also. Why? Because East has the assistant star and the moon, all right? But looking at the house plan, it is very, very difficult to place a study table in the East sector, okay? So the next most logical place is actually at the Northwest. Why? Because Northwest has the dilution door. Dilution door is also good for studying cultivation, right? Okay. All right, guys. Seems like you guys I can consider you guys already master in this Qimeng Feng Shui thing. Since most of you can answer most of the question here correctly, all right? Okay, so you guys have any questions on this case study? Gary, yeah, I like your answer. Study, watch TV, and eat at the same place. Yeah, probably you can study Chinese metaphysics and at the same time watching Game of Thrones, and have your meal at together. All right, guys, any questions before we continue? Okay, so I will try to answer some of your questions here. So you will have May Fong, how about leaving the house for just 3 months, leaving all my furniture, personal stuff behind the house? I left the house in period 7, moved back in period 8. Does it actually mean my house has changed from period 7 to period 8? So simple as that. Well, May Fong, not only you have to leave the house, everyone will have to leave the house. So the house must be empty by no person or no dog or cats have to live there. Okay, so make sure all your pets also you bring them out. Okay, even your tortoise, your bird, all bringing them out together. No living creature in your house. Okay, and at the same time, if you can, then open all the windows and the door. You can lock your grill. Okay, to allow the external qi, which is to enter your house. Okay, leave your house for 3 months, and yeah, and then when you move back in for 3 months, it's considered changes. All right. Okay, so I'm looking for any. Okay, let me tackle the questions again from Graham. Wu and Geng at the. Okay, I think you are looking at this. Wu and Geng at the main door. Okay, is there any issue? Okay, yes, slight issue. Okay, most of the things are positive. Chief, ambassador, Wu, and scenery all are positive except for the Geng. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that sometimes, okay, sometimes the people that that live in this house, sometimes they have how to say the feeling. Sometimes the feeling is not that good. Okay, so they are still up and down. For people that live in this house. Okay, I mean the not only the feeling, the personality, the characteristic. Okay, sometimes there will be times there will be downward spiral because of the Geng matter. Okay, but most of the time it's all right because the chief is there. This house is protected. Okay, Ambassador Wu, this house is a money making house. Scenery dot, everything is nice about this house. It's only sometimes the person character might be not so good. Might maybe the temper is bad. Maybe it become angry easily. Yeah, these type of things. Okay. Okay, Tommy, South has suit. Is there something that no? When you are looking for if there's any other type of entity in the house, you only use the forecasting chart. Okay, we don't use the Chimen Feng Shui chart to identify any extraordinary type of entity. Okay, all right. So this hood doesn't mean there is anything there. Okay, what it means is if you sleep in this room, you might be able to dream. You might be able to have dream that actually, or in from your dream, you might have information coming in from your ancestor, perhaps. Okay, so that's what it means. Okay, so don't worry about it. No entity. For entity, you have to look at the forecasting chart, not the Chimen chart. You know why? Because all the Chimen chart will have snake and hook. Okay, so not all place will be haunted, right? Okay, question from Valerie. What about sin? Okay, well, of course, sin matter is something is a negative type of things. Then maybe in terms of relationship, there might be some argument. Okay, so but restore is there, so naturally you can sleep better, your health will improve, and your relationship in the long term will also okay. But a little bit of argument doesn't matter, it's okay. Think fire is there, so think fire is there, so it's okay. This is a good question, Graham. If you have a client who does healing, where is a good place to do it? Restore. Okay, I always use restore for healing. Okay, unless it's a life and death matter, that means your client has already known life and death is going to die soon. There's nothing much you can do. Then only I will use life door. But usually to heal from a certain illness that is not life threatening, I will use the restore. Okay. Okay, Boo, this is a feng shui questions. All right. So what you need to do is, for example, for this example, you have to use the all the internal part. Okay. So garden, car park are not considered internal. So whatever internal place in your house, you use it. You try to draw a square box out of all the internal place, and then draw a cross across the square box to find the center of the house. Okay. So you superimpose the chart at the center of your house. Ready for next case. Okay. Well, Rita, next will be homework already. All right. So we only have 3 cases here. Overall, it's a good house, Wong. Yes, overall, this is a good house. Okay, Kim, what about renting it out and then moving back to period 8? Okay, as long as you leave the premise empty more than 3 months, then it's okay. But in these 3 months, you rent it out and then you move in when the tenant go out, then no. Okay, no, it doesn't change the period. Okay, Gary question for property selection. After Lawsuit 9, we restart at 1 for the next property. Yes, I might do that. Okay. Okay, but so far I don't have encountered this question for more than 9 property before. Okay. Yes, Francis, Geng is one of the minor chi there. So comparing the chief, or the ambassador, or the scenery door, I think Geng is just a small problem. Well, there's another. Bu answer ask. There's another room in nowhere. What does this indicate? Okay. Well, looking at the chart, there's a snake, death door, destructor. Doesn't look like a very good room. Okay. If possible, I would not recommend the usage of this room unless it is a storeroom. Okay, you can use it as a storeroom, not permanent room that people would use. Okay, is Chimen Feng Shui affected by annual and monthly chart? Well, a little bit, but it's negligible. I mean, you don't have to worry too much about the annual and the monthly chart, okay? Yes, Wong overhaul, this is a good house. Well, Jeff, no, the Flying Star chart doesn't tell the same story as the Chimen's Feng Shui chart. It's two different things, but usually we use it to complement each other. Okay, we will try to find a good Flying Star and a good Chimen chart together and use that place. Okay, find the best place that conform to both Feng Shui. Okay. Oh, okay, Alexa, how about putting water? Okay, putting water is for classical feng shui. So in Chimen feng shui, there's no need to put water. It's actually it's more on where you put your door, where you sleep, where you do your work. Okay, it's more on the space utilization. Yes, Jonah, you can leave the house empty for 3 months. The furniture to be there is all right. Okay, the furniture doesn't emit chi. It's not a living thing, so it's all right. Okay, Esther, you must, okay, I think you're answering Kim. You must make that place at least empty for 3 months. Okay, if you're renting that place out to somebody else, it doesn't count. Okay, Boo, if you have another door that can come into your house, try to use the other door and then plot the Chimen chart. If you use different door, the Chimen chart will change. Okay, then it will also change the deity and the door for your room. Okay, so you yourself, you use another door. Okay, Sally, for apartment facing, it's very difficult to explain here. Usually we're online. Okay, you can follow me on my Facebook page. I share quite a lot of how to determine the building facing. Okay, so for unit facing is slightly different from building facing.
Unit facing, you just need to look from inside your unit, okay? If there's no balcony, there must be a window, right? There must be window somewhere, okay? The window must look out to some nice features, okay? Usually that is the facing, all right? Sometimes the corridor is the facing, yes, sometimes. Okay, May, feng shui needs activation. Does Qimeng feng shui need activation? Okay, Qimeng feng shui, no. As long as the door at the right place using the door already activated. Okay, Maria, why do you say relationship issue in the south? Okay, because sync matter is there, so sometimes there's slight argument, okay, but most of the time, since restore is there, it's all right, no problem. Okay, Jay, how to best find the best sector for couple to get pregnant? This one, use Flying Star, okay? Use Flying Star, combo 3 and 9, okay? It's not Qimeng Feng Shui, it's Flying Star. Combo 3, 9. Well, Valerie, of course, the best is you have a good external landform, okay? But even if your main door cannot directly receive the external landform, you can actually have another door or another window or using the tapping method to tap into the external landform, okay? Okay, Joey, how about condo with only one door and the door is no good? How to deal with it? Well, if the door is no good, then maybe you have to sleep in a good room, or you do your work in a good room. Okay, place your kitchen in a good room, or place your bed at a good room, place your study table at a good room. The other important area, you place it at a good place. Okay. Okay, so I only have about 20 more minutes left, so I will go to the all right, so I will start with the homework. Okay, guys, you have a homework, all right? Okay, guys, this will be your homework, all right? Please, homework number 1 is on the Qimeng Destiny. Please have a snap a photo of this chart. Okay, snap a photo of this chart, okay? So this is the destiny chart. This is a destiny chart. So later we will pose some questions for you guys, okay? So you guys will try to answer based on this destiny chart, okay? So for newcomer, yes, please make friends. Please make friends with some of the experienced user here, okay? Make friends with them while you still have time. Ask for their email, contact number, or whatever, okay? So that you can discuss this homework in a group for group study. Okay, so in the next Qimeng, okay, so I was informed that the next class will be in the first or the second week of May. Okay, so the JY team will send you the details through email for the next classes. So prepare your answer for this class, for the next class. Okay, okay, for this homework, not only answer the questions, please also explain why do you choose this as your answer. Okay, explain based on the Qimeng chart. Okay. All right. Okay. So You guys take the picture already? Okay, if so, then I have to give you the questions. Okay, have you guys take the picture? Right, so this is the questions. Okay, questions number 1. Yes, questions number 1. When will she wanted to get married? Is it before or after 30 for this person based on the achievement destiny chart? Okay, these questions means that based on her destiny chart, when is the time frame that this person who wanted to get married? Okay, so it's based on her whether when she want to get married. Okay. All right. So second questions, what can she do to maximize her current strength? Okay. So from these questions, you have to check out what is her strength in terms of career and in terms of wealth, and how can she maximize it. Okay. So questions number 3, in her current job related to what she it's a little bit okay. What it means is check the achievement chart. What is the best job for her? Okay, what type of job that is best for her? Okay. Okay, so Jerry will give you guys the date of birth. So if you guys can plot your own chart, please plot your own chart. Okay, so what other observation can you see from this chart? This will be a freehand questions. Okay, whatever you see, you can just give us your answer. All right. Okay, so are they going to submit the answer first or during that day only? During the day. Okay, so so you just compile your answer and during that day share it out share it out on the chat room. Okay, so you don't need to submit your homework to us. You just share it out during the achievement coaching session in the first and second week of May. Okay, either one, we will send you email to confirm the date and time. Okay, so the last question is, what is the potential health issue? Okay, from the achievement chart, you can try to describe what is the potential health issue that she may face. All right. Okay, so this will be homework number 1. Okay, guys, any problem? Okay, so just to give you some hints, how do you see? Okay, so when she was going to get married, perhaps you will want to look at the harmony deity, right? Okay, so what can she maximize her current strength? You can look at her. There are a few places you can look at her own destiny palace to understand her character. Yeah. You can also look at the wealth palace, see what is her strength in terms of wealth. You can also look at the career palace to understand what is the strength in terms of her career. Okay, so third question is, what is the career job that is suitable for her? So this one you can look at the open door, the palace where the open door is, that will tell you more about her career. Okay. Try to read the deity, the star, the stamps, okay, and try to understand and put in the all the information you have into a story so that you can relate to what type of career that's suitable for her. And what type of other observation this one is freehand, okay? You can say anything you want based on the chart. And the last question, what is the potential health issue? Okay, health issue then refer to the green star, okay? Green star will be actually the focus point for health issue. Then read the star, read the deity, read the stamp, read the door, okay? They will tell you what is the potential health issue, right? Okay, are you guys okay with the homework number 1? Okay. All right. Okay, this will be homework number 2. Homework number 2. Okay, Jerry, please give them the date and time for homework number 2. Okay, thank you, Jerry. All right, so Jerry will send you guys the date and time for homework number 2. You can plot your own chart also. So basically, this chart is actually when is it? Yesterday. Okay. It's actually 19th of April, 1 p.m. Okay, 19 April, 1:30 p.m. 1:30 chart. Okay, 19 April, 1:30 chart. Okay. So this chart is the day is the pink fire and hour is the Yi wood. All right. Okay. So this is the questions. Okay. Okay, guys, please name a photo of the questions. The questions. Okay, the background. Background. This asker was born in the year of 1970. He's having a financial issue at currently he has having financial issue. So he would like to buy a piece of land at the market value without going through a tender process. Okay. He also is looking for an investor who can invest in his business venture. Okay. All right. So obviously this person is a businessman. Okay. So right now in his business, he think that if he's able to buy this piece of land, then he will help save his business. But of course, he also is having a financial issue. So that is why he needed investor to help him to invest in his business. Okay. So the questions now is, will he be able to secure this deal from the government? Okay, at the market rate. Okay, without going through any tender process. Okay. Okay, so this is question number one. It's a yes and no questions. Can he secure this deal? Okay. So second questions, if he's how is he able to find an investor to invest in the business? Okay. Right now he's having financial issues, so that's why he need an investor to come in to fund his business. Okay. So the question is, how can he find an investor? Okay. I think these are very good questions. Asking how is actually very, very good questions. Instead of asking when or will it be able, yes or no questions, I think asking how to do it is actually a better questions, right? Okay, questions number 3. Okay, if the outcome is unfavorable, if the outcome is unfavorable, what action can he do in order to make it into a favorite outcome? Okay. Well, this one is based on this question. It will be based on the land deal from the government. Okay. If he's unable to secure the government deal, what can he do to make it better? Okay. Okay. So this question is based on the government deal. All right. Okay. So only two homework for you guys. One is the destiny chart. One is the forecasting chart. Okay, Mary want to see the chart. Okay. So this is the forecasting chart. All right. Please take a photo. If you can plot the chart yourself, please do. Please, by all means, plot the chart by yourself. Okay, so I 10 minutes left, so I will answer some of your questions. Okay, YL, yes, so sorry, I'm taking too much time to do the anchor training, so I do not have enough time to answer your question this time, but no worry, they already compiled the questions, and the next section we will do it. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, I already see the questions in my monitor here, but unfortunately I do not have enough time to answer it. Okay, so don't worry, we have your questions. We will discuss it in the next coming meeting. All right. Okay, let me help you broadcast this, Rita. Okay, so you guys, if you want to create a study group with Rita Wood, please add this number and text her, okay, and create your own study group, okay? So nice of you, Rita, to actually volunteer. Okay, Emilia, your balcony is L-shaped. Okay, taking up almost 2/4 sector of the condo. How should I determine? Okay, usually L-shaped balcony is either you have a balcony at the living room, dining room, and also the bedroom. Okay, most likely is either the balcony looking out from the living room or the dining room. Okay, very rare the facing is where the bedroom is located. Most of the time is the living room. Okay, most of the time lah. Okay. Okay, in an office, is a person workstation is located at the back door. What is the remedy? Okay, MC, try to use another door to enter for that person only. Use another door to enter the office. Okay, that will change the achievement chart. Evelyn, okay, main door has Fear Door and Phoenix, but to enter the house is always pass through a southwest corridor to the main house. Southwest is earth with open door is still considered good. Yes, Evelyn. Okay, this is one of the method. It's called the chi manipulation method. Okay, you can actually change the chi from the main door to your house by making a huge a corridor. Okay, then the corridor will actually connect to the other side of the house. Okay, so this is also one of the method you can use. Okay, Evelyn, very good.
It's good in your music.
Okay, Francis, you can't change room, change door, yeah, and you can't change door. So what else can you do, right? This is the question, right? Okay. No, opening the window is not good enough as to represent as a door. Okay. What another thing you can do is like what as just now Emily, what Emily do? Okay, direct your chi from the main door to another sector, and only make sure that everyone have to go through that direction to enter the room. Okay, this is called chi manipulation or chi direction. Okay, you can use this type of method also. Okay, but it's not easy, right? Okay, Jonah, renovation work. During renovation, there will be somebody there to do the renovation. Okay, so as long as there's a living creature there, it is not considered empty for 3 months. Okay, you have to be no living creature unless you can make the robot to renovate for you, which is I don't think our current technology up to that yet. So no. All right, so I guess I have answered most of your questions. Okay, so I guess I've answered most of your questions. So yes, if you guys still have any questions, please send us the email and we will still compile your questions and we try to answer your questions in the next training section, coaching section or tutorial section. Okay, so the next meeting will be in the first and second week of May. Okay, and this two is your homework. So you don't need to submit your homework to us. We just discuss your homework during the next meeting. All right, guys. Okay, so will this webinar be on replay? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay. So I have Jerry here to help me. She will compile the recording and send you guys the replay. Okay. So again, thank you very much. Thank you for joining me in this section. I hope you guys have enjoyed the training on the Qimeng Feng Shui. From a lot of feedback from or your participation of you guys, I think you guys are really very, very good. Okay, I wish you guys all the best in doing your Qimeng, especially in Qimeng Feng Shui. Most of you are actually excellent students, and I enjoy my session here with you guys today. You guys are really good students. Okay. All right. So I guess thank you very much. Thank you very much. So if you still have any questions, you can type it now. Also, Jerry will compile it for you guys. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. See you guys.